It's like there's nothing behind your eyes. I think you need to take a rest. So I'm gonna get on your account and help you out a little bit, okay? So just take a rest. Oh, what the heck? What the heck are you doing here? You got like 2 Torag hammers in your hand. And you got like a full inventory of mithril ore. And you're at like this anvil. This is probably like the farthest anvil from a bank in the game. What are you doing? Bro. Man, you must really be zonked out. Yeah, I'm gonna help you out, okay? And I know you're an iron. And honestly, your smithing level's probably fine, so I'm gonna train something else, okay? Or, let's see, better yet, did you get the monkey tail yet? Let's see, did you get the monkey tail? 'Cause I'm waiting for you to get it, you know? I don't even know where you'd go to look at for this. Maybe over here. Yeah. Oh, you were doing Guardians of the Rift before this. I see. Yeah, this all makes sense now. It all makes sense. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to find your demonic gorillas. Well, that's a lot of seeds. Alright, well, we'll do this a different way. I'll just look through your bank, so. And, like, why are you on the lunar spellbook? Ow. Sorry about that. I think I bumped into your mic. I think it's fine though. Alright. So let's see if you have the heavy ballista yet. Ballista. Do you have a monkey tail yet? Oh my god, really? Oh, we're gonna have to do this again, aren't we? Oh, this is a sad day. Luckily, I enjoy doing this, so. How many bones to banana tabs do you have? Really? You're all out? Oh my god, I have to do everything. Guess I gotta make a whole bunch. Yeah. Oh, this sucks, man. I think I gotta be on a different spell book too, man. Oh, it's just all going to hell. Okay. You should always have like a minimum of, I would say, like 400 bones to banana tabs, okay? Just keep that stockpiled, and every night I'll come on your account and go for the monkey tail, you know? Like, I might get it tonight. You never know with these RNG things. Alright. Well, let's see. Bones to bananas. Man, you would think I know where this was at, but I really can't remember. There's bones to peaches. Another good one. hope you have the right freaking. Oh, I sure hope you have the right lectern. Alright. Give me all of them. Let's go make some tabs here. Hopefully. I hope you didn't change it around. Change the lectern. What the heck? Oh no. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Really? You're gonna be on the teleport tab to house one? Dude, you gotta be on the bones to bananas one. Oh, looks like we're just having more problems, aren't we? Okay, well, I can't believe it's come to this. I can't believe it. Alright, guess we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Boy, oh boy, I guess we are, yeah. We're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, good thing you have a room pouch. That's good. We're gonna want... And by the way, that really hurt my feelings a couple days ago when you got on your account and you said something to the effect of, "Bro, why is my character at Maniacal Monkeys?" Like, what the heck, man? And I said, I'm helping you out. Oh, let's see. Do I have any bones? Like, I don't want to turn these bones into bananas. Oh, here was some couple. Oh, good, you got like 2 bananas. Probably thanks to me. Okay. Oh, I see your cat's coming to mess up the video. I'm making this video to show you later. To show you all the progress I made. There it is. So we need 2 laws and 2 fire. 2 laws and 2 fire. Sweet. I think that's all we need. Let's get this going. And crap in a hat. I accidentally brought the staff, but that's okay. We'll throw it in the bank here. There we go. Well, looks like your kitty's being good. He just curled up in his cat bed and doesn't seem like he's gonna be doing anything crazy. I hope. Although he's looking at me awfully playfully. Alright. Oh, well, the cat heard that noise. And I don't even have my headset swapped on. It's coming out of the TV, the sound bar. some nanas. Or bones, and then we'll make them into nanas. Man, you're out cold, aren't you? Like, you're just staring at the wall. I think this game is beating the crap out of you, man. If you get yourself a heavy ballista, it wouldn't be as hard. Let's get on this guy. Would have been funny if Jagex made a boo-boo in the last update and made it so that we can set multiple traps at once instead of just one. And crap. So I have to get off the stupid thing to go through this crack. Hold on. Well, that's weird. Remove it. Son of a crap. Yeah, I figured this would happen. See, this is why you need bones to banana tabs, man. I could have swore I had like at least 13 when I was done with the freaking grinding this out last time. You probably freaking incinerated them. Oh man. See, and then this isn't very efficient. Don't see that every day. Well, I do, but you don't. Okay, we gotta go get back on the Rilla. Well, now we'll start making some XP and, more importantly, progress towards that monkey tail. This is like the best hunter method in the game. All you need is a banana. And Bob Sap. And then you ride on top of Bob Sap and you lift up the boulder. Oh, so close. I could have swore that was gonna be a monkey tail. It's a damaged one. I bet this next one will be a monkey tail. It's only like 1 in 10,000. Like, this'll go real quick. You see, it's already a monkey. Oh, we got away. Oh, son of a damn it. He got away. I should have brought hunter potions. That would boost the success rate. Here comes another one. Oh. He was just teasing us. Oh, there he goes. There's his tail. Got him. Wow, it wasn't a monkey tail like I thought. Just wait for it. I'm sure we'll get it tonight. So don't you worry. Just stare at that guess, sleep or meditate or do whatever you're doing. Like, I hope you're gonna be okay. Like, I know Guardians of the Rift is bad, but like, you can't just be doing it all day kind of thing. Yeah, that's like poison. It's just like drinking poison. Just like I heard, just like my principal told the children in the school. He said when he catches them smoking out in the back, he says, well, why don't you just drink poison? That's all he has to say. And then he caught his wife smoking. She held it in. You see, when he snuck up on her, unexpected, like, she was trying to hold it in as long as she could, but she couldn't hold it much longer, and she had to blow the smoke out of her mouth. And then her husband, who's the principal, seen it and was like, oh my God, why don't you just drink poison? And but they stayed together, and sure enough, she found out that he had a bad habit too. You see, one time he confiscated some fireworks from some kids at the school, and he succumbed to the temptation, and he went out in the woods and started blowing up the fireworks, and he liked it, and he liked it so much that's how he would vent his steam off after, like a hard day at work, being the principal and all. And their stepbrother never smoked, but his brother made the joke because the stepbrother is like really tall, and so his little brother that isn't tall, he made the joke, and he said, haha, if you ever smoked, they would call you the human chimney. And everyone in the room laughed but the tall brother. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Gotta go around and collect some bones while I'm waiting to be more efficient and all. I can't remember, did I tell you the story about the guy I sold my Mad Max car to? And he texted me and said, is this hand grenade hanging from the mirror real? Did I tell you that story? 'Cause it's a true story. Honestly, it'd probably be more entertaining if I didn't complete the story. Just kind of left it at that, Like, what the heck are you talking about? I don't believe you. Well, it did happen. Yeah. And, one's more believable, but I'm sure you'll believe it, but like your cats, I swear to God, like when they were little kittens, man, they were just intrusive. And like one time I was like peeing in the toilet and the dumb cat came in. The little kitten, he was so curious, he came in, and like I couldn't, like every time it comes in, it wants to look in the toilet to see what the noise is coming from the water noise, and it's just my piss. But he comes in and like I'm trying to like kick him away with my hand, but I'm still trying to be accurate and get my piss stream in the toilet, and trying to kick him away gently with my leg, and I'm telling him, go away, shoo. No, bad. And like if I could, I would stop peeing, but I can't because it feels so good once I start going. So the freaking cat, this last time, he jumped up. His two front paws jumped on the rim of the toilet and stuck his head down there to see where the noise was coming from, and I peed on his head. Yeah. I didn't do it on purpose. Well, I think maybe just a little bit, but like I didn't like keep going or anything. I like shifted my stream to the to the side. I'm just letting you know that happened while you're zonked out right now, and you probably aren't even aware that I'm telling you this, but I just want you to let you know so it's on the record that I did tell you this. And that's all I have to say about that. Trying to think of any other story. Oh, I got one. So I knew a guy, right? He was admitted into a mental hospital because he went a little cuckoo. You see, he went to a bar and like lit himself on fire with hand sanitizer and a safety lighter. He lit himself on fire, and then the bar owner ran over and said, "Look what you're doing, you're ruining my full floor." And he looks down and well, the guy that's on fire, he looks down and like the hand sanitizer is like dripping on his floor, and everyone in the bar just kind of looking at what's happening. And so the guy kicks the guy that was on fire, he kicks him out of the bar, and no one came out to see if he was okay. And so okay, so then he was sent to a mental hospital after a while, because he went. Okay, good, I didn't actually take that down. He went into work and he was all burnt up, and he went to his supervisor and he was like, "Okay, I'm ready to work now." And then his supervisor was like, "I don't think you can work in that condition." So they made him take take an ambulance. He didn't want to take an ambulance. He just wanted to drive himself because freaking ambulances are expensive, you know? Like, they don't care that they're screwing him over. So they took him to the hospital, the mental hospital. And when he was in there, he did just fine. Well, he had this problem where he kept drawing penises on the chalkboard. He would have done it on paper with crayons, but there was this schizophrenic guy that just kept breaking the crayons in half. Like, broke them into 4 pieces each, so you can't even write with them. And then this guy, and then everyone at the table in that room with the chalkboard, they said, man, what the heck? There's no batteries in this remote control. We can't watch TV in the room, in the community room. Because there was a TV in there, right? And I guess they could watch TV or like movies or something. And so they opened the remote control, and there was no batteries in it. And they made the joke. Luckily the guy wasn't in the room, but he was a real wacko. And they said, oh, I bet Willie stole him and he put him up his ass. And the guy, this guy that I knew, he said he couldn't help but laugh, and he giggled, and he made like an electricity zapping noise and pretended like he was getting electrocuted. Like, maybe that's what Willie experienced when he did that. No freaking way. Oh, really? They hopped worlds. That was the first person I ever seen here. That was like a monumental moment. Could have swore he was gonna say something to me like, okay, we gotta dock the Rilla and run out there and change these bones into nanners. But that was a true story. And also, well, okay, this is supposed to be ASMR, and like relaxing, but I gotta get it all out, cause it bothers me, what this guy's seen. He's seen some crazy stuff in the mental hospital. Well, this is what he told me. He said there was this other guy. It was actually the guy that was breaking the crayons all the time. He said that guy was a schizophrenic guy. And, freaking, I guess they were in this counseling session where all the people go to the community room and tell stories like from their past. So everyone was getting emotional, and there's some real kooks in there that have a lot of laugh at dark humor. And the schizophrenic guy was getting real emotional because he was telling his drama story, and he said these guys, they locked him in a hotel room. Well, first he said, well, none of us believed him because he's schizophrenic and sound like his stories don't make any sense. So take this with a grain of salt. but it was said by him. He says, I was sitting at a campfire when I was homeless around some other people, and they brought me over a plate of sausages, what looked like sausages. But the guy that gave them the food, the plate, said this is Barney, or like I can't remember what he said the name was. It was some guy like Bill or something. Started with a B, and so he's freaking out like, oh my God, these are fingers, and he remembered the night before he's seen a guy get mad at that guy, at Bill or whatever, and he threw a hatchet like across the campfire, and it stuck right in the guy's chest and he died. And he said that was traumatizing, and then he said some too, like, okay, this gets kind of weird, but I mean, honestly, if you're still here, you'll probably be fine with it. Well, actually, you're just zonked out, I'm sure. You're just looking at the wall still. So you probably won't comprehend what I'm saying or remember this, but that's probably good because it's kind of weird, but I don't think it's true. He said 2 guys kidnapped him and locked him in this hotel room, and and you gotta keep in mind when he told this, everyone in the room that was listening to his story started laughing, and they couldn't help it. They couldn't help laughing, but the schizophrenic guy says, and he says it from the bottom of his heart, he says, and he gets emotional, and he says, they took me in this hotel room, and they poured like molten hot adhesive in my butthole, and everyone in the room started to laugh, and but the guy that lit himself on fire didn't think that he was telling the truth, but it was weird because the guy really thought that happened, but you know, he's a schizo guy, so that's probably not, we're probably thinking, you know, that's not true. But yeah, I never seen the guy again that lit himself on fire. Never seen him again. I'm sure he's fine. And then he said there was this other schizo guy that came up to him and made him feel real awkward because he said there's maggots coming out of your face. I can see one right there. And the guy looked down, and it was just a white hair from his cat, because his cat had white hair and he was wearing a black shirt, and that was always a big problem, is having his white cat hair all over his shirt. It would never go away even when he washed the clothes. So that schizo guy, he was getting angry. He's like, oh, you're one of the celebrities. All the celebrities have the worms. You need to take Claritin. It's the only way to get rid of them. I take Claritin every day. And he really does. He really does. Because, like, apparently he would go up to the counter, the med counter, when they handed out meds, and he would get Claritin with, you know, and his other meds. something that happened was, 1 second. Boy, sometimes water just tastes real good. And nothing else really that crazy happened, except he said, another funny thing that happened was he was curious, because this one guy he met, like, he kinda looked a little beefy, like athletic, but like beefy, like, so he said, hey, are you like into wrestling or something? Like, your physique, you look strong or whatever. And the guy, he wasn't offended at all. He was like a nice guy, apparently. But he says, oh no, I used to do bodybuilding. And so the guy was like, oh nice, I can definitely tell. 'Cause that guy that set himself on fire was kind of into, like, fitness and stuff. But the guy that lit himself on fire, he says, well, the bodybuilder guy says, so what are you in here for? Or no, maybe he just said, do you want to know why I'm in here? And the guy that lit himself on fire says, sure, if you're comfortable telling me. And he said, the bodybuilder guy said, well, I was running down the street naked. And, like, he said some other weird stuff I can't remember. What the guy on fire told me, what else he said, but the guy on fire, he was like, well, that'll do it. And the bodybuilder guy laughed, but the guy on fire thought he was gonna punch him or something. But, like, he was a nice guy, so he was like happy with that social encounter, because he was able to tell a joke that was, like, kind of risky. And I think it went well, because the guy that lit himself on fire probably understood, like, that the guy might get a little bit of a dopamine hit from him saying that, because, like, it's kind of almost like a compliment in a way. Like, you deserve to be in here. It's weird to say that, but I think he probably said that because that guy, the bodybuilder guy, was like such a nice guy, and he was so willing to, like, change himself and get better. So it could be that he had low confidence and might have thought he didn't deserve to be in there. But, like, running on the street naked, that's what he did. And I guess a bunch of people saw it. just like the guy that lit himself on fire. There's a lot of people that tell me these crazy stories that I just need to tell someone, you know, because they're just so crazy, and they like kind of partially traumatize me with how wacky they are. And so that's why I'm kind of getting this off my chest to you while you're sitting there not even paying attention, because I think you're like in a trance or something. You're like burnt out, like too much Guardians of the Rift. I think you plugged into one too many power cells into the shield. But that was a true story. That was a true story. I don't know if he was telling the truth, but the guy that lit himself on fire, well, he definitely lit himself on fire, but I guess I believe him. But it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Or maybe everyone's schizo, I don't know. Maybe everyone's making up these stories and I don't know what's real. Maybe I need to go into the loony bin and say, hey, you know, my name's Dokioki, and this one guy told me he knew a guy that told him that he had worms coming out of his face because he got infected by a celebrity and wasn't taking enough Claritin. Well, okay, I'm gonna talk to you about RuneScape now because I think we need to do some reverse psychology on you, and we need to talk to you about RuneScape while you're sleeping, so that maybe it has like this reverse effect where it makes you all better or something when you wake up all ready to grind again or something. So I'll tell you some of my early stories, and these are gonna sound more realistic, and they're still real. So freaking yesterday I couldn't get onto my I wanted to get onto RuneScape 3, and let me stop you there before you say anything, which you're probably not going to. I didn't do it to play the game. I'm not that kind of person. I wouldn't do that. But like, I just wanted to go on there on my original account to go to Hans and Lumbridge and see like what day did I start? Like, what's the exact date I started? I was curious. But I couldn't get into the account. I don't know, something happened, but like the account's not even showing up on the was 4th or 5th grade. And, well, I used AI to help me figure out roughly when it was. And, so it had to be I'm pretty sure in September of 2006 is when I first started playing this game. Because I met some new people in my classroom. It was like, school just started in September, so I met these people, and like, one of them said, "Hey, have you guys heard of this game called RuneScape?" And I said no, and so I went home and like made an account, did like Tutorial Island and everything. And keep in mind I was like 11 years old or something. Yeah, or maybe I was 10. But like, I can't hardly remember anything. But it's probably just because my memory is really bad. But I really sucked at the game. But I remember the first day I played it. Well, it was actually nighttime probably. I completed Tutorial Island. Well, first of all, it took me forever to figure out how to freaking cut down the tree or something. Or like get through the first piece of dialogue. It's pretty embarrassing to say that. And then I finally made it through Tutorial Island. Probably took me 2 hours. And then I got to the main world, Lumbridge, and I went on the bridge in Lumbridge, and I seen a guy shooting ducks with arrows. That's a fond memory, and I was trying to figure out how to speak, because I seen people talking, and I just couldn't figure it out. And like people were talking to me, but I couldn't talk back, and I couldn't to figure out how to talk, so it was this big conundrum. Stupid me. And then I freaking go to school the next day and say, "How do you talk?" And they said, "Just type and press enter," and I'm like, wow, I'm dumb. And then I met up with that guy, that kid that had been playing for a little bit. Well, he hadn't even been playing that long, and I don't know how many days later this was, but we met. He said, "Meet me behind the Lumbridge Bank." And like, I didn't know what the crap he was talking about. What does that even mean? And finally we met up. He was talking like, like when you go all the way to the top floor of the castle and there's a bank in that like center room. Well, he was talking about like around back where those cannons are. It's like a weird place to meet. But you're not complete. I was amazed. I couldn't believe it. He was wearing full adamant armor. And I was like, no way, you're rich and you're cool. And you must have played the game so much to get your defense level up. And then he probably gave me some stuff. But that was I started playing pretty much right when they released the Lumbridge guide, along with the training people kind of near him, near the general store, that will give you like free arrows and runes every like 30 minutes or something. You better believe I exploited that. I thought I was getting away with murder too. And I thought I was cool wielding that blue trainer's bow. But like pretty much just before I started playing, skill capes were added into the game. They were just added. So that's what all the buzz was about. Everyone was talking about skill capes, and people were doing skill cape emotes and stuff. The first emote I seen was this guy wearing a trimmed cooking skill cape near where you fish on the River Lum, kind of near that bridge I was talking about with the goblins around the area. He was fishing or something, but he was like showing off the skill cape emote. And so from that point on, I was like, if I do anything in the game, anything, all I want is just one skill cape, just 199 and something, and I'll be cool, and I'll be happy forever. And so I decided, I think I'm gonna freaking do the fire making. For some reason, that's what I went for. So I'm burning logs, and I think I remember getting up to like 46 fire making. And then I said, screw this, I'm gonna do prayer instead. And that was even worse. And I think my friend told me something there's lots of rumors that go around, that things that aren't true, but people think they are. Like, he said, you'll actually get more prayer XP if you bury bones in grass instead of on man-made flooring. So I bought like a crap load of big bones off the GE. I think it was off the GE. And I went to Castle Wars bank chest. And what I did was I withdrew a whole inventory and then walked out all the way outside into the grass and then buried all the bones, and I repeated. I didn't get very far, let me tell you what, oh man. What, maybe like dragon bones would have been like the best bones back in the day, and all you can do is bury them for XP. You can't maybe the Chaos Altar was around, I don't know. I never got scammed, I don't think. I don't think I ever got scammed, but I don't think I got banned either. Well, I did on my old school RuneScape account, because I was just being funny. I was trying to be funny, but apparently people, or maybe the system caught me, flagged me as a bot somehow. But I was at the GE, and it would annoy everyone, cause there's always 3 or 4 freaking bots standing on the same tile at the GE spamming, get buy yourself a infernal cape by Pink Clay or something like that. www.pinkclay.com, Firecade, I don't know. And so like there was like 4 freaking bots spamming that, and that was like more than normal, and people were like complaining about it. So I thought it'd be funny to like go stand under the bots and spam the same thing, but like worded differently and funny. Like I'd call it pink gay, and say funny things, and just made it absolutely ridiculous. And then I didn't get banned, I got temporarily muted. That's what happened. And my friends, like, they figured it out, cause I was doing like emotes and stuff. They're trying to talk to me, I was like doing emotes, and they're like, oh, he must be chat muted. But like, I don't have any problem with gay people. That was just the first thing that came to mind, to make fun of the stupid real world trading crap spam. But that was like maybe like 4 years ago that happened, and it was on my main. When I was at the GE a lot, I did a lot of like merch. Well, I don't know, just money makers at the GE, like fletching. I got like 99 fletching and made money doing it. It was slow, but it wasn't too bad. I think I was like maybe stringing like maple bows or something weird. Or maybe I was buying like maple logs and fletching them into unfinished longbows. Cause like maple logs are only like 2 GP, and then like you can elk the longbows for quite a bit. It was only like 80k an hour, I think. GP an hour. Oh, there was only one time I got, what's the word? Taken advantage of, or scammed, sort of, in a way. I didn't know this at the time. I didn't know that, like, real world trading was against the rules, or like I thought this one website I went to, or like I typed on the internet, like, can I buy stuff with real money on the game? And you know, of course, yes. But it's not. I thought it was Jagex, you know, that you're paying. So my mom paid like $20 with the credit card to buy, like, it was like this weird pack. It was like you get a stack of money, like rune armor, and like some other things. And so ordered that, and it said I'd get a message in game from someone, and I didn't get any message. So we called the customer support line, and it was like some guy with a foreign accent, and I said, hey, I didn't get my stuff I bought. And he's like, oh, okay. I think he might have even said he was Jagex, a Jagex moderator. But he could tell I was a kid. But he said, okay, well, meet me at Varrock, West Bank. And like, I was really stupid at the time. I didn't know what he was talking about. I only knew about Varrock East Bank. I thought that was the only bank in Varrock, so I was there looking for him, and it took a while, but finally I realized, oh, he's talking about that bank, because I forgot that one existed, I guess. And so he traded me, he gave me the rune armor, and I said, I also ordered some other stuff, and I told him exactly what it was, and he's like, oh, okay, and he went to his bank and traded me a few more of the things, but he didn't give me everything. I think he still needed to give me a bunch of money. And at that point, I was like, oh, screw this guy. I don't want to bother this guy anymore. I feel like I'm bothering this Jagex guy. I didn't get banned or anything from it, but man, I won't be surprised if I don't remember, but I'm sure the credit card got compromised. Monkey tail, right now. Nope. Oh, better luck next time, I guess. We're about to level up in honor. Believe it or not, this training method's kind of slaps. Not many people do this. '90, 91 Hunter, we're about to hit 92. And something I realized is, a lot of people say, well, 92 is halfway to 99. And that's true in some ways. Yeah, it's halfway in terms of experience, total experience. But really, in terms of time, it's gonna be quicker to get from 92 to 99 than it was to get from 1 to 92. Because now that you're at 92, you have way better training methods, right? So that kind of goes out without being said. Whatever that means. Something. first one's gonna be something simple and reasonable and basic, like something they could literally do really easily. And then the one after that's gonna be a bit more exotic and time consuming. But first I gotta think of something. But I know the first one, the easy one, it's just a simple quality of life thing. It's nothing, no new pet or a new boss or a new weapon or anything. It's just some simple quality of life thing that would make things so much easier. It make things make more sense. It's just simply they should add a breaking sound effect when your enchanted jewelry you're wearing breaks, because no sound effect plays when your jewelry breaks. All that happens is there's like a little message that pops up, but like who the heck wants this thing up in the way? Or who's like, sometimes I'm not paying attention even when it is up. And what I'm talking about is there's lots of enchanted jewelry that like it can break and you won't realize it, and then you're just you're just wasting a bunch of time. Or you realize, oh crap, my jewelry is broken, and I wonder how long it's been broken for, probably forever. But like, it would really help, like at Zalra, when your rings of recoil break, just simply, on all the jewelry, just simply add like the sound effect when you destroy an item. I can't give you an example right now, but when you destroy an item, it makes like a poof noise. Ow. That was my ankle. Other pieces of jewelry that are annoying when it breaks is Amulet of Chemistry. That's real annoying because you're sitting there wasting efficiency when you don't realize you're not getting that efficiency boost. Dodgy necklaces. You're wasting efficiency. It's real hard to see if like, let's see what other stuff is there. There's probably a bunch of other jewelry, rings of forging. It's just a simple thing, like, and honestly, the game's so quiet. The game is so very quiet. The only thing that kinda, oh look at that. That wasn't quiet. That was a big firework display right there, because we got 92. Hunter. So that's a big thing on your account. You're gonna wake up and be like, I got 92 Hunter. What the crap? I was doing smithing. And oh man, I have so many ideas for content that could go in the game, and most of it is just stuff that I devised when I came up with my player designed island proposal. I thought of a bunch of cool stuff. But I already talked about all that in some other videos. I think my mud collecting video, I I showed like pictures and stuff from what I made. It was pretty cool. Like at first, I was kind of having a brain fog. Like, man, I really want to like go all out this whole month. Spend all day, every day on this player designed island, because I thought maybe I had a chance. Like maybe only like 200 people would submit things, and I thought, well, heck, maybe I have a chance. But I thought it would be fun anyway, and there's like first, second, and third place, and I thought like, well, maybe they might use my stuff anyway, like even if I didn't get like win. Oh, I took that freaking thing down, oops. But that was pretty fun doing that. But come to find out, like 1,300 freaking entries were submitted. Had I known that, I wouldn't have even tried at all. And then not only Jagex has to choose it, but then like the poll has to pass, and freaking who knows I was real, like, mine probably still wouldn't have won, even if like Jagex picked it, cause like, you know how bots can be crazy. Like someone could somehow like shift the polls and like select an island that helps, like maybe there was a big thing to get the reward money, or to get famous, to put it in the game, or even like the bots, like the gold farmers could have. These were just ridiculous thoughts going through my head, but like the gold farmers could have made the island their own island and submitted it just to like do some like exploit to where they get rich, because they knew what content was gonna be coming or something. I was thinking like, oh, worst case scenarios. So I don't know if I would submit anything again unless I had a cool idea. Unless I instantly think of a cool idea, because I was like trying to really think hard, and like I ended up really liking what I came up with, but I think maybe it'd be best to think of something real good from the start, instead of trying to build it as I go. But my idea, the worst thing that I did wrong about it was I made it way too much like content, way too much much for Jack X to do in just however many months they wanted. They wanted something a lot more simple than I made. So they probably took one look at it and was like, well, throw that one in the bin. That's too much. I don't want to read all that. Wow, you finally blinked this whole time. I can't believe it. Your eyes were wide open staring at that white wall right next to you this whole. I gotta highlight that. I might even highlight this. I might even highlight all these bones, and I might just highlight everything on the screen. I think the coolest fashionscape that I ever seen back in the day, or the thing that I thought was the coolest, was the players that had the full, like, ghostly robes on. Like, I think shade robes they're called. And I'm sure those were pretty expensive. Or maybe you actually had to get them from the lethal shade random event. It happens when you're burying bones. There's a chance the shade will pop up, and if you kill it, you might be able to get a piece of the shade robes. But nowadays in old school, you can get those by doing the Curse of the Dark Lord quest, I think, mini quest, I think it's called. And you'll get them because, they took that random event away, the shade. So they had a different source now for the robes. You can still get them, but they don't cost anything. Oh, this leather freaking chair. My arms are sticking to it. It's like real hot and sweaty. So they would wear the ghostly robes and then like have an abyssal whip, and man, they look pretty freaking cool. Oh man, I've been doing so much work on your account trying to get this monkey tail, and I don't know what's going on. It's like your RNG is cursed or something with this thing. Is this on the collection log? Probably not. I would think demonic gorillas would, maybe. Interesting, I wonder. I don't think it's gonna be on here. It wouldn't be a boss. Demonic gorilla. It would be probably other. And it's not on here. A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D. And it wouldn't be a mini game, that wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't be a clue scroll, it wouldn't be a raid. I wonder if my one commander, Ziliana Casey, is gonna show up. Oh, it is. Oh, cool. Oh, I got a fun fact. Where's Jad? There he is. You see how that says 1? Well, it'll say 1 on Iron accounts, but if you have 1 on a main, it won't show up because so many people have done chat a lot or something. I guess I could just go get 1 case. No, that would be kind of suck. I would hate to learn everything just for 1 KC. Theater of Blood. I don't think anyone would be able to handle me on their team in Theater of Blood. I wonder if the solo Theater of Blood on an Iron Man, an Iron Man with my gear and stats. Oh, that wouldn't work. Someone really good at the game might be able to do like a KC for me, but if I wanted to grind out like a bunch, it wouldn't be a good way to do it, because the way the scaling works, the boss scaling, the health would be really high, just like if there was 4 people. So that would take forever. And then Chambers of Zarek, I haven't checked yet, but that might be a viable solo Iron Man thing, maybe. I haven't checked. I think people even do it on Mass Worlds or something, but I'm never gonna do Dooms of a Mass kit because I don't like any of those rewards. I mean, people would argue a lot of them are best in slot and good, but I think a lot of them look stupid, so I'm not gonna wear it or bother going for them. Even Chambers of Zarek, there's only a couple things that I would want. And then Theater of Blood as the Grazier Rapier, I'd really want that. I would really want it, because I think it's cool. And I mean, they did buff it a little bit, so that's what got my eye twinkling a little. But then I found out Theater of Blood's really only doable with a team of 4. And then the Avernic Defender would be cool to get. I think that looks cooler than a little bit cooler than the Dragon Defender. I like to go for stuff that looks I'm pretty good with the whip. So I don't think the Gracie Rapiers, I'm gonna be too hurt by not being able to do that. Who knows, maybe in like 10 years they'll nerf the crap out of Theater of Blood and make it soloable or something. You just never know. But the content was designed for, doing it with people. It's a raid, I guess. Got his tail, and you can see it's gone. See that? See, everyone has tails, but except this guy that I ripped it off. Yeah, him. It's like bleeding green goo. You know, it'd be cool. It'd be kind of cool to like go. I think you can like. I think they have like tours where you can go and dig up your very own dinosaur bones. And I don't think it's rigged. I think it's real. I don't think they just sprinkle a few like plaster or like chicken bones in the dirt and then like kick it with their shoe. I think you're actually digging up skeletal remains of dinosaurs, but I think they know it's like there's a lot of skeletal bodies in that area that they do that tourist where you can dig for your own bones. They know there's a lot of bones because it's like in like a valley or something where in the millions of years ago the glaciers like moved all the corpses like into this valley or something weird, or like a flood something. Wow, your eyes are finally shut. That's good. I mean, you might as well. There's nothing to see here. It's just doing maniacal monkeys like we've been doing for the past hour and 15 minutes. And I'm gonna be doing it. And this video's gonna keep going for a long time, so you can keep your eyes, rest assured, closed or something. Yeah. Oh, I have a good. I don't really like talking about IRL stuff too much, cause like I think most of the viewers that watch this probably would rather hear me talking about RuneScape stuff. But like, here's something that's a RuneScape thing, but it's in real life that I might do. Oh crap, I gotta go dock the dumb Rilla. So like, wait, hold on, what the heck's going on here? So I'm running, then I go walk. Oh, there's a walk feature. So let's see if the kitty makes a noise when I touch his nose. Let's see if he does it again. Oh, he's paying attention now. I guess I caught him off guard the first time. Okay, so listen, hear me out, okay? Like, you know how what's going on here? So like I like Mad Max. If you know what that is, it's kind of like post-apocalyptic kind of theme. Well, that's more like cars and stuff, but this idea involves, I thought it could be cool to make just a post-apocalyptic homemade, like made in my garage with a welder and some like metal, like a big, like heavy ballista, like out of freaking, like car parts and like stuff. Make like a legit big one, and like maybe I put like the bowstring would be, instead of a monkey tail, it would be like a cable, and like well, the ballistas, the design is actually, I looked into it, it's not like a regular crossbow where it's where you're like bending a stick to create the tension. It's your what's going on? To make the tension happen, it's weird. You actually, like, you know that torture device? I think it's called like a garrote or something. It's like you put oh, my cat's like laying upside down with his head like off the cat bed looking at me upside down. I think he's gonna start talking a lot. So I'm gonna try not to touch him too much, overstimulate him, and then he starts humping the boom arm. So the way that medieval torture device works, I think it's called like a garrote, but I think it's called torsion. You take like a rope. You take like a rope it's kind of a short rope. I might have to end the video, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end the video because my cat's starting to hump the boom arm, so well, I'm glad I could help you get your XP. I'll keep going a little bit further. I'll keep going a little bit longer. And stuff. So when you wake up, you might have a monkey tail, and you definitely have 92 Hunter. So, okay, I'll see ya.